This video, we explore around Tugboat Beach and we find out why this is Curaçao's most popular beach for snorkeling and diving. So our day started out with getting coffee and a little bit of breakfast down at Van Gogh Coffee Shop, which we highly recommend checking out if you're in downtown Willemstad. But remember, parking outside you got to pay for, and as you can see here, we got the boot, and we got a lot more information about that and our things you need to know before you go video, so go back and check that video out. Tugboat Beach is located about a 20-minute drive south of Willemstad. Actually getting to Tugboat Beach is fairly easy. It's mainly paved roads until the very end when you turn off into what seems like a very sketchy dirt road with large potholes in it. You'll drive around on this dirt road thinking you're going the wrong way, but then you will eventually get to a parking lot. The parking is free at the beach here, and you can see that there is a decent sized parking lot, and then there are a bunch of buildings there. There's, a dive shop, a snorkeling shop, there's a craft place, there's a little bar and restaurant and everything. The beach itself is very small, but there are some chairs you can rent either directly on the beach or up on the area near the bar area. Where I'm circling right now is a lot of the snorkeling, and then the tugboat itself is a little bit of a swim, and that's where I'm circling right now, is where the actual tugboat is submerged. There's also a dock at this place where usually there's ships or oil rigs being repaired. When we were there, there was a large oil rig there, as you can see right here, in for repairs. So kind of unsightly, but you're here for the snorkeling and the diving. But just be aware, you're going to hear some banging around, and you have that big oil rig or a ship right there at the beach with you. As we walk into here, you can see some of the arts and crafts area, the scuba shop, some of the seating area. There are a lot of benches and picnic tables if you want to bring your own lunch or drinks or whatever. So it's a neat little hangout place. In the bar area, there's this sketch of a map that shows you some of the highlights that you can find while you're out snorkeling. But in this video, we'll take you around and show you some of them. As you can see, as soon as we dropped in, there's fish everywhere, and bright, beautiful, colorful fish. And like many of the beaches we visited around Curaçao, they have a few different spots where they're doing some coral restoration. And you'll find a lot of divers out here also, which if you stick around to the second half of this video, Anthony and I do take a little dive here. And a lot of the debris you see in the water here is actually remnants of the old repair pier, which was much bigger at one time. And then there's the highlight of the area, is the tugboat itself. This tugboat was sunk about 30 years ago, so it has 30 years worth of coral buildup on it, and the fish have really decided to make it their home. You can see here, we are snorkeling at this point, in that the tugboat itself is only maybe 10 to 15 feet under the water, so even if you're not diving, if you're just snorkeling, you can still easily see this tugboat.
coming out of the woodwork, ain't they?
And here's a little pro tip for you. If you go behind the scuba shop and snorkeling shop, there's a iguana feeding area. And when they put the food out for these guys, iguanas and lizards and birds come from everywhere. Alright, so after watching the iguanas get some lunch and we got a little snack ourselves, and Anthony and I rented some gear and we decided to go check out the tugboat a little bit closer. Alright, that wraps up this video. If you found this useful, go ahead and hit that like button and consider subscribing to follow along with the other videos that will be coming out about Curaçao. And until next time, we hope to see you out there getting fresh air. Consider subscribing to our channel for other videos on camping and overlanding, international travel, how-to videos, hiking, snorkeling and scuba, off-roading, canoe and kayaking, and other adventures. and we hope to see you out there getting fresh air.